Right, hi everyone. I'm going to attempt to show you how to do field work using the Geog app, which hopefully you've all now had a go at downloading. So I've been on the Geog app and I've pressed the try Geog option, and I've looked at all the different types of field work that are available. And I've decided I'm going to do environmental quality around my village. So I'm basically going to show you how to do it, okay? So I press the Start New Fieldwork button and I fill in the name of my coursework, or this fieldwork. So the fieldwork, I'm going to call it, is environmental quality around my village. So I'm just going to type that in now, around my village. Okay, so then it asks for an email. So obviously the email that I wanted to send it to is me, so I put in my school email, which I'm doing now. Now obviously you will put your own school email in, and then that will come to your personal email and that will be your personal data. So I'm going to press start once I've done that, and then I get all the options, all the fieldwork options, and I'm going to select environmental quality. Okay, and then I go to proceed, and then what I need to do is press the slider at the bottom to say how many sites I will visit, and I'm going to go to 4 today around my village. So I've set the slider to 4 and I've pressed start, and I've now got 4 sites set up on my phone. So I'm going to, if you can see it there, okay, if you do it with me, you'll see that happens anyway. So I'm going to stop recording now and I'm going to go to site 1 and show you what to do. Okay, hi again. Right, now I'm at site 1 now, which is actually not very far from my house at all. And I'm now going into my saved fieldwork option, and environmental quality around my village is there, and I'm going to press resume. So now I'm at site 1, so I click on site 1. And basically you get hold and drag options. There are quite a lot of options. This is kind of like a, it's not bipolar because it's not negative to positive, but it scores between 1 and 5. So you can rank it or score it between 1 and 5. It's really self-explanatory. So I'm just going to go and fill in all my data and give scores for litter, pollution, noise level, etc. And hopefully what we'll do is pan around so that you can see site 1. And then while I'm doing that, while you're doing that, we'll get a score. Okay, so I've gone and sort of given every different option a score. Now I've done that, I press save, and then that will automatically save into site 1. Now the clever thing about this is that at the top you can see that it says latitude and longitude, and that's recording where I am. Okay, so when we actually come to plotting it on a map, the actual location is already done for us, which makes life really easy, because we can just splat these results into a map in the correct place. So on to site 2. Hi again. So now I'm at site 2, which is a little bit different to the last one, because as we pan around, you'll see that this time there's a lot of off-road parking as opposed to on-road parking. So I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to go through, give it a score, and save it. So I've saved all that data now, and we're going to go to site 3. Right, so now I'm at site 3, so I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to look all around and just do my scores, do my hold and drag and get a score and save. So I've done that. Site 3 finished, just site 4 to go. Okay, so now I'm at my final site, so I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm just going to look around and I'm going to record all my scores. Okay, so now I've done all 4 sites and I get the finish send results option. Okay, so I press that and that will just send all of my results to my email, and already it's showing me that it's sending that. I just press the send button and off it goes. So when I get back home, I can access my email and then put it into ArcGIS, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so you should be able to see now that I'm in my email, and you can see that on my email I've been sent 2 files from the Geog survey results app. So the 2 files are an ArcGIS file and a raw file. The raw file we don't need to worry about for now. That's just a basic Excel file where we can produce graphs and things. This is the one we want, and I'm going to show you how to map the data you've collected. Now, in the email it will say that you can actually drag and drop the file straight from the email. However, that doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to download these to my desktop. You all know how to do that. So store them in a file, and then I'm going to drag them and drop them into GIS from that file. Okay? Okay, so I'm now on the ArcGIS page, the Stonyhurst College page. I've logged in using my account, login details, and you've all got your own login details. So once I get to the home page, I click on map, and that takes me to the mapping option. I'm going to change the base map because the normal map's a bit vague, so I'm going to change it to the satellite imagery one, and then we'll get a photo of my village with my results on. I'm going to drag and drop my ArcGIS file in like that, and as if by magic, all my results suddenly appear on the screen. Okay, so this is site 1 where I started, 2, 3, 4. Now, the quirky thing about ArcGIS is that it actually plots automatically just the results that you collected. It doesn't plot the full range. So at the moment, it looks like sites 1 and 4 got really rubbish results compared to 2 and 3, but that's not actually the case. The whole scale was from 0 to 5, and actually the lowest score that I gave any site was about 3.75. So it's just inflating the fact that it looks really small. So I'm going to show you how to change it because I want the whole 0 to 5 scale reflected. So I'm going to click onto options, and I'm going to change the bottom value to 0. I'm then going to bring the slider right down to 0 to include the full range. Okay, I can click on the top one, which is under here, and change that to 5 as well. Now it's telling me that that's out of range because it will actually only do your highest value, so that's fine. We'll leave it at 4.42. So the range of data is between 0 and 4.42. So now we've got realistic proportional symbols showing the scores for each site. Now there's a bit of a clash between the colours there. I've got quite brown fields and my circles are orange. So I'm going to change the colour of my symbols as well. You can change the shapes of your symbols, but I'm going to leave it as a circle, and I'm going to change the fill colour. I'm going to have nice bright pink ones. So I select pink, go to OK, and there they come up. So I've completely changed my map. Okay, but that is my scores that I actually collected earlier on in the video where you saw me collecting them, and I've now mapped them really simply. So if I can do it, you can do it really easily. Okay, I hope that helped.